Hey, P2, do you want to hear some trivia?
Oh, mate, I love a good game of trivia.
Guess what happens when a chook and two pelicans get together?
What's that, mate?
A clucking good time. That's right, you pelicans. The wobbly chook has jumped on board, keeping the bird presence strong. Whether you like a pale ale, brown ale, IPA, or a lager, the wobbly chook has you catered. Crafted from Yamba's finest chooks.
Better still, Mick, how do we get some wobbly chook?
That's easy, P2. Jump online at www.wobblychookbrewingco.com or pop into 26 Cole Street in the heart of Yamba.
And have a clucking good time.
Cluck out.
Cuckoo! Always remember, don't be a mud gudgeon and drink responsibly.
Welcome back to another episode of the Two Pelicans podcast. So you would have just missed that.
G'day, you Pelicans.
Here he was, you were sort of hung up on his
Go and have a good time with them a bit later on.
Pelicans landing in 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back to the Two Pelicans podcast. I'm Mick.
I'm Bo.
And we are the Two Pelicans, here once again to make fishing great. One cast, one throw, one yarn at a time, and I'm back on cue just like that.
And we're here 2 weeks in a row.
And we're here, but not for long. So anyhow, just a heads up with that. I've got to go away next week, and we're seriously running out of time because it is silly season. There's a lot of partying going on. There's a lot of kids stuff that's got to happen.
We've got to have a time to get silly as well.
Yeah, we're going to go get silly, but I'm away for work commitments next week, so there'll be no episode. But we will come back. We're drawing into the end of the year, and so we might pull a couple together before Christmas time, and then we're probably going to have a month off. Yep. January's a good time just to slack around and do FA. So, mate, what have you been up to this week?
Lots, actually. Lots.
Lots. You're on the power train.
Yeah, no, I had the Bass Electric tour up there at Maroon. Pulled away. Did all right. Pulled away second place.
Yeah.
And ended the year in second place for AOY as well.
Yeah.
So it was
congratulations, man. That's pretty good achievement.
I was pretty happy by that. Got me and came back down home, did the local round. I think we pulled 9th out of that with a 1.5 something.
Yep.
So wasn't bad.
Many fish around for that comp? Just small?
Mate.
Just small.
No, there was some good fish.
There was some good fish?
Some good fish. I just sucked on the jig.
We'll get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But, so you did that. And did I see you also sneak out to sea, or was that just your brother?
No, that was Tice.
Right. You didn't make the 3 from 3?
Yeah, no, we're just waiting for the weather. This afternoon wind's been shit.
Yeah.
So as soon as that stops, we'll be out chasing snapper and probably trolling around for a mackie or tuna.
No, that's good. Yeah, look, I didn't do much this weekend. Wasn't feeling all that good through Saturday. Went and loaned some money, cleaned some sheds out, cleaned the boat up a bit from our little barra excursion, and just packing the normal stuff back into it now, I suppose. So I don't know when I'm going to get out for a fish next, but I hope it's not too long. I've got another weekend of trying to do something with it, I suppose, and then I'm away for a week. So I've got to try and make the most of it, I suppose. So
we'll have to try and get out for a brimfish before the Christmas round too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I definitely want to try and make the Christmas round. It's always a great day at the Brushy. Are you working that day?
I'm multitasking myself.
You're here, there, and you're everywhere.
I'll win the prop and then I'll go cook your lunch.
That's right. All right, look, I really think we should just break into what tournaments we're on. So let's talk about the Bass Electric. So fill us in on that. Who come first? I know who come first, so I just want you to say his name one more time.
Good old Chesley came first. Yeah, beat me by like 100 grams or something.
Yeah.
Then I was in second. Who was in third? Jesus, who was in third? They're going to hate me. I can't remember. I was in second. Chesley won. I was in second. Might have been Samuel. I don't know. It was very close between 10th and 1st. It was 250 grams. Like it was so close in that top 10.
And let's just say between yourself,
what were you getting them on? Matty Taylor.
Matty Taylor,
of course, he was third. So it was one on a Baramba stinger shrimp.
Nice.
Shout out to Matty. Boys were just honing in on the small profile baits of what the fish were eating.
Okay.
And I was lucky enough. I shot up right up the back. I was hoping that Maroon had a little bit of water coming in
there. Yeah.
And I literally put I did a bit of sponsor karma and put on the old chase bait frog.
Yep.
and went to town on the lily pads. And
righto.
literally, I think me and Phil probably got 30 fish on surface
Nice.
up there, just filtering through size and like.
What were you sort of throwing on the surface?
Just the chase bait frogs.
Okay, chase bait frogs.
Yeah, chase bait frogs.
Mhm.
And then I think Phil might have swapped through to a kicker curly.
Yep.
And that because he wanted a lighter color and only had dark colors in the chase bait frogs.
Yep.
And then decided to go right up into the creek and put the jig in the hand and go to town. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I got four bites out of there and only landed one. So
Yeah,
but it was one that I needed. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's really good, mate. Before we move into the next comp, we thought we'd just play some P2 Weekly Wisdom. He's back this week. I'm gonna have to get up him because this one's gone for 3 minutes. So look out. Here we go.
How are we, gentlemen? Old P2 here. Old P2's been caught up in some fishing line down on the jetty. I've been a bit busy, a bit tangled up, but I'm back. You've missed out on me for a few weeks, but I'm back. So some of the listeners are probably cheering that I haven't been here dribbling shit. But I don't really have anything in general. I thought I'd just fill you in on what's been happening. We had the ABT up here on the river. Guiding's been going pretty well. It's been really good. I hadn't promoted much, obviously, because of the ABT pre-fish ban was on. I didn't want to start World War 3000. So I've been posting a bit of content up now. If you just want to go and check all that out, there's been some nice fish caught on board, which has been good. But had the ABT in town, which was unreal for the grand final. Huge shout out, of course, goes to Mikey Nelson. Very deserving, top bloke.
Yeah.
I was having dinner with Mike the night before he won on the night of day 2, and I think it was me just drinking rums next to him, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's what did it, the little whiff. So I'm going to take a little bit of ownership there. But no, as a whole, it was a great event. It was great to get back around the boys and hang out with them again. You know, like I sort of missed out on that camaraderie. I took a few beers down one afternoon to the camp and sort of hung out with them all. And yeah, it was just really good vibe going on, and it was unreal. But a little funny yarn out of it. I know, Corbett, you'll appreciate this. We're there at the unnamed venue, we'll say, where the briefing was held in here in town.
Old Ray came out.
There's like a little pop-up bar upstairs, and I went out to get Timmy Oakley a beer. Borrowed me boat, and I've gone out to get a beer, and I said, just 2 schooners. No, that's right. I said a schooner of Carlton Dry, mate, and a rum can. You know, the rum can was for, of course.
Yep.
And old mate goes, yeah, no worries, Joe. And he starts pouring me a beer. Well, Tim's beer, I should say. And anyway, he half fills her, and the old keg runs out. And he looks at me, the keg on the Carlton, and he looks at me and he goes, she's empty. And I'm looking at him going, yeah, no worries, mate. I said, well, just don't worry about it and just give us the gold, you know. Tim won't give a shit. He proceeded to tip the gold straight in on top of the Carlton Dry half schooner, and I went, oh dear, this is going to go down like a lead balloon. So, yeah, safe to say Tim wasn't overly happy, and went back out there and said something along the lines of, I don't know what the fuck this is, but you can stick it up your ass. So that was pretty entertaining, but no, I know you'd appreciate the call. Mixing beer isn't ideal.
Nope.
But yeah, just a good week. Great to see everyone again, and you never know. You never know. Old P2 might be coming out of retirement for next year. I might have the urge to come and fish a few, so look out. I might be back.
No, you won't.
You're all fucking talk.
No, good on him, but brought up a really valid point, I suppose, and that is the camaraderie within the ABT and the friends that you make when you go to these sorts of tournaments. Even the Bass Electric, like you know yourself, you know, they're great things to be part of. And
I had a ball at the Open, like even though I wasn't fishing, like as Joey said, just to be there, seeing the boys again, like that was probably the first time I'd seen a few of them for the year, and catching up, having a yarn, throwing some bullshit around.
No, it's really good, and it's good to hear. You know, obviously Joe's fished them now; he doesn't, but still just. Goes in, has a yarn, still catches up with people. It's really good. So,
he's loved by all. And look,
and hated by some.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna mention fucking the mixing of the beers. Like you can't mix
Now-
horse piss and cat piss and thinks it's gonna taste like fairy floss.
That's exactly right. That person that done that should get fired.
Go back and do his RSO.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to go stock shelves at Woolworths or something, mate.
Yeah.
That's just not acceptable
Audi
in
more
my
like
life. Talking about that, I'm going to grab a chook. Do you want a gingy or something?
Yeah, I have a chookie.
Chooky. And while you're doing that,
I'll
you
type
can
a
just
phone. I'll type a phone number in
punch
here.
that into there, and I'll be back and play the super music. Hang on, does it work?
Hey, Peter.
No, it's not that one. Here we go. Matinee. All right. There we go. We're back. So, shout out to the Wobbly Chook. Love you guys. Thanks for everything that you've done for us over the last nearly 2 years
2
now.
years now. Yeah.
Once again, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm on the ginger beer.
Ginger beer, yeah. No, I'm just back to me mother clocking mid. That's how I roll. But yeah, no, shout out to the guys. Coming into summer, get to Yamba. If you're going to Yamba, get into the Wobbly Chook. It's a great time of year to go there. Want to do a Christmas party, get a group of mates together, whatever, have breakfast.
Not a better venue on the Clarence.
You'll like I said, it's pretty much like a must-do in Yamba now. So get into it.
And we will get ready to call our guest for this week. So we've got a guest speaker. A lot of you people will recognise his voice, but we do have Paul Mazaroli coming on.
Hey, Mick, how are you, mate?
Hey, Paul, how are you? Welcome to the Two Pelicans. How you been?
Yeah, good, bud. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Mate, I thought we'd get you on the show, non-boater champion in the grand final at the Richmond. And, I thought it'd be good to hear about your experiences over the weekend. And, but like always with all our guests, where did fishing first start with you?
Oh, mate, fishing started with my old man. He was a keen fisherman. When you finish school on the weekends, we'd go out and have a fish Saturdays and Sundays down in Sydney in the harbour. Just on the basics, flathead, brim, blackfish. Oh, are you allowed to say that? Ludrick. Yeah, doing that, mate. And then always come up the North Coast for holidays with the family up to Port Macquarie. So spent a lot of my life up here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So you went through there, you did a bit of fishing. When did the tournament bug catch you?
Oh, mate, I think it was about, gosh, that's a hard one, mate. Probably 216, 217.
Mm-hmm.
Did a few brim events and become.
I think you might have been in. Yeah, I think you might have been in my boat as a non-boater. Ballina?
At Ballina, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Was he a good boater or a shit boater?
I was going shit that day, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was a Ballina. That was 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was when it was at the cyclonic weather.
Pretty close to it. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That was the year that all the mangrove jackal caught up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think some guys got some jacks up past Pimlico.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, right. 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I sort of remember that. That's definitely one to forget about. But I'd always just tried to fish down the front there, and it was like 35 knots or something. And they actually closed. Yeah, they closed the. You couldn't fish any of the break wall. The cutoff was sort of at the turn of the porpoise wall. Yeah, you couldn't even go up the North Arm or anything like that. It was just nuts.
Yeah, no, that's go home.
Yeah,
that's not even worth fishing Ballina.
And I think for memory, and I could be wrong.
No.
I think Tristan Taylor won that fishing on the inside of that porpoise wall, got one late in the day fishing because it was that windy. I think he was fishing like a quarter ounce in 6 foot of water or something with a plastic just to have some feel and touch. Like it was just wild stuff. But yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah, so look, I just fill us in on the weekend. How'd it go? Who were you paired with? What were your thoughts and aspirations moving into the grand final?
Mate, I fished, 3 events this year.
Mm-hmm.
I did first up, I started at, where did we go? I did Glenbourne.
Mm-hmm.
We did the Hunter River, and then I had to go to Lake Misery so I could qualify, which, God, Lake Misery.
You always I was about to say, but you always have one real good day on Lake Misery. Like you seem like you will. If you don't get your bag, you'll get one fish, and it'll be a fucking cracker. But
yeah, I got a fucking. What did I get? I fished with White Ant on day 1 up there, and I got a 2.4.
Yeah.
And then the second day, I can't remember who I got. Whatever I got, I don't remember. Yeah, the Hunter was hard in that torrential rain. That was just shit.
Yeah, a lot of boys said that was probably the worst conditions they've ever fished in.
Never like it. I think Thorpe and I lasted. We said at about 10:30. You had enough. We both looked at each other and went, "Yeah, let's get off the water." And we pulled the boat out. I had to go home, get changed, and get up the next morning, fly to Melbourne. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I got out of there early. So great. Glenbourne was good. Had a good trip, but yeah, onto the Richmond, mate. I'm always pretty confident going to the Richmond.
Okay.
It's one place I love. 3 events I've won on there now. And whenever there's an event on the Richmond, I'm going there because I just love that sort of fishing.
What is it about?
Basically a river rat.
Yeah, okay. But what is it about the Richmond, right? Like I'm definitely not a bass guru. I fished in the Richmond years ago. I lived in casino for a number of years.
I hate the Richmond.
It's always sort of filthy looking and shitty looking in my mind anyhow. But there's a lot of people that go there and they do feel quite confident in how to approach it. Why is that?
It looks like a cesspit when you turn up there. You go, what the hell's happened? Like dead cows floating down or something.
As in there or Corokai?
Yeah, on the Richmond. Oh, Corokai. Just floating over the whole area. Floating down like it's great.
Love you, Corokai people.
Here's a funny one. Mike Nelson said one day we were up there and he said, "Oh, look at the microwave floating down. I'll flip a jig in there and see if I can get one." He got a 1.3 out of the microwave. Microwave. Like that tells you how insane that. But yeah, no, going up there, I was, slightly confident of, it'll fish all right. Had a few chats to Adrian Melchior about it. He said, leading up to pre-fish, I didn't go up and pre-fish, don't need to, I'll just go up there and fish, mate. It didn't matter.
Yep.
So went up and I always pre-fish with Mikey Nelson, one of my closest mates, and
which ended up being really good karma for you guys, really, didn't it?
Yeah, like it's pretty cool still. It's a bit surreal at the moment. Like we both talked last night and said, "Can you believe this? The 2 of us have done it." I said, "Mate, it's great. It's cool." Pre-fish was interesting. Frogs always, the big kicker curly.
Yep.
Through the Bassman spinnerbaits a bit. Got bites on them. I knew it was going to be a top water bite. Through the bait, I got a couple in pre-fish on the buzz, and Mike said, "You said to me, stop catching." I said, "Yeah, righto." So we come 11 o'clock. Oh, we did throw the hide up. What is it? The 150.
I was about to say hide up 150s.
Yeah, mate, they smacked them. I was just whining. I bent the hooks in so they couldn't eat them.
There is something about that crankbait. Like Glenn and Simon have really done wonders with the hide up series. It's a great all round lure in all the sizes.
Phenomenal. That green, that ugly lime, whatever colour you want to call that, bright fluoro.
Yeah, elephant shit. I call it elephant shit.
Yeah, well, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and we pulled out. We got off the water. We had a chat to Benny Hay, And then we got off the water. I think it was 11 o'clock, and we said, that's enough. It was too hot.
Yeah.
We were furling it. Thought, just go back to where we were staying at casino and just chilled out, mate. Got everything ready and just sat in the cabin and drank some beers.
Yeah, fair enough. And I got some intel just before we get into the sensible part of fishing that our ex-presenter, old P2, might have led you astray there one night.
Oh, P2 tried to, but I've got more brains than P2, you know that. He's been on the day. He wants to come and join our little group and travel with the boys.
Yeah, I bet he does.
He does, yeah.
The lunatic.
Mm.
Yeah, so went to the briefing down at Joey's shop, old P2's shop, and headed down to the RSM there?
RSM,
which credit to Nicole and Steve, especially Nicole. The dinner she put on, that was really good. It was a good night.
Yeah, nice.
They did the draw a different way this time off a computer. It was a random pick, so it picked you out, which was, pretty cool. Sat there and they called Adrian Melker, and I went, oh, Wog Dog, that'll be interesting. Who's he going to get? And they went, Paul Mazaroli. I went, how good's that? Just break the pair of us.
Yeah.
And then I picked up my old mate sitting on the same table with me, Tony Thorley. So
Big
I had a
T.
good draw. Like, I was happy.
Yeah.
Big T. It was, lo and behold, a couple, when was it the week before? There was on one of Morgo's shows. Timmy Morgan came out and said, oh, Maz always seems to get, the best draws come the grand final. Well, I thought, that's a bit of a, And I said in the interview, if you watch it, I do say something about Timmy saying that. And I said, mate, it's not the best, it wasn't the greatest draw. It was good to get Adrian.
Yeah.
Big T's a good fisher, but it's not like getting the elite superstars.
Yeah, of course.
And now the way they've said it, you've got to catch your own fish at any rate. Whatever you do, it's up to you at the back. It's not shared weight, so you've got to catch
100%.
the flaming things.
And I think that was the change that people wanted, wasn't it? They wanted to get away from the shared weight idea, really.
I remember when I first started and I was getting beat in the non-boater people by people that didn't even catch fish all day. And I was like, this does not make fucking sense to me. I'm here busting my guts off trying to help, trying to get a bag together, help my boater get a bag together, and just to get beaten by a non-boater that didn't catch a bag. And Matty Langford's been smacking 4 kilo fish.
So I remember that at Sinclair one year. I was leading by a country mile and got run down.
Yeah,
I do know that. That's life.
No, that's it, and that's the way
it is a better way to fish.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I do prefer it now. Some days when I catch nothing, I'm like, fuck, I wish I was back to boater.
One thing that Bo and I did talk about here was that I don't know. I want to, we would have to go to the ABT stat gurus, but I want to know how many times Big T's been involved when the non-boaters got up. I'd like to get a stat on that.
Yeah, because really, in my
for Brim and Bass.
What was that? Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know about Brim. I know Bass. I think it's 3.
He's had 3.
Yeah. I reckon he's done one with Brim
as well. Yeah. Because all the non-boaters get pretty happy when they get in because they know that they'll get put on fish. They just got to catch them.
Yeah. So, all right. So you've been drawn with Big T and Adrian. So you move into day one. You've obviously Adrian was the first day, wasn't he? Obviously. And all right. So tell us a little bit about the day and how it went.
Wedges fish, up, down.
We went right past Woodburn, probably 3 k's past Woodburn.
Oh yeah.
And started hitting some banks. And he said, they were just, I've fished them before. I fished them with your brother too, Bo Tyson.
Oh, okay. I know the bank now.
Bank, but up further down that. But yeah, we sat along there and it was good. Like he said, it was good, clean water, like you could see. Started throwing whopper poppers and it didn't even cross my mind. I threw the buzz bait and I watched Adrian second cast, got one 37 fork. I went, okay, this is good. Throwing, we were getting a few blow ups here and there, and then Wog Dog got a funny bite. It was quite interesting. You've probably seen the photos of it. Threw the plopper in, working it out, and it got hit. And he said, I got one. I said, yeah, I saw it grab it. And I said, something else. That's weird. It's swimming the opposite way now. Like and it was and another fish had hit it. So one had taken the top hook and one had taken the bottom two on the one whopper plopper. It was hilarious.
Wow.
And he did land both of them, didn't he?
Mate, we got them both in the boat. It was hilarious.
That's
stop laughing for 10. The funniest thing you've ever seen. Really cool. So then just kept fishing, and then while he was doing that, I had a throw and I got a 37 fork and went, okay, that's a good start. And we just plodded our way down, fished that bank, and then he said, well, run down further. So we went for a run up a drain, had a look, nothing. Fished another bank, nothing. He said, we'll go to this, it's fairway down river. There's a big catamaran, and we started working around that. Normally you can throw frogs under it.
Yeah.
Well, nothing there. So he said, we'll start back to ploppers. I think it was he had a blow up and missed it. I threw behind the back of the boat under this tree where I could get under it. And this thing hit it, and I went, this is a good fish. He goes, is it all right? I said, yeah, it's big. And it was 39.5, so that really helped.
Yeah.
And we missed probably 5 or 6 along that bank that were proper fish. Real deep water, a rocky edge, but it was hard casting. Like you had to be, if you weren't accurate, you were up in the coral trees. It was shit.
Yeah.
And whopper ploppers don't like coming out of those trees.
Yeah, they're shit. Then we ran all the way back up to Richmond, pulled up, had a chat to Joey Allen, and he followed us up there. We all went up there, and I think it was first cast. Adrian started on a jig. He got one. I threw straight back in, got another one, and that was my bag for the day. And it just died then. We could not get a bite. And that was like 11 o'clock. And we're thinking,
so that's good. Your last fish, you got it at 11 o'clock and it sort of died off. So that was pretty good timing, really.
Yeah. And we threw all the way back out of the Richmond. We'd stop everywhere. No, couldn't get a bite.
Yeah.
So, that was the day. And I was sitting there and went, it's not a bad bag. I thought someone's going to have a lot bigger than that, but it wasn't. That was the biggest bag of the day. I went, oh, shit, okay, cool. Day 2, met Big T. He rang me that night and said, what are you making for lunch? And I said, I'm making a few wraps. He said, do I get one? I said, of course you do. I know you're a hungry man.
I was about to say, did you make him 4 wraps or just one?
I made one. I said, you're going on a diet, fat boy. Got in amongst his 20,000 rods he had scattered everywhere, which I said, Jesus, are you going to use all these? He goes, I might. Yep, righto. So it's the same 2 all day. So you have to step over all that. We went straight up the Wilson, where I pre-fished with Mike.
Yep.
And first cast, he had a blow up, and I went, okay, this is all right. And it's a spot where Mike and I have got a milk run we do. And it was only probably 500 metres up the Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this hole cut out in the bank, and I thought, I wonder if the one stupid one will be in there. Put the big frog in there, and it blew up, and I missed it. I went, you dick, you can't miss fish today.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony had it on spot lock because he'd snagged and he broke, then he snapped it off. He said, I'll retie. I said, right. I said, I'll just get another cast in there. Got it deeper, and this thing grabbed it and got it. He said, I'll get the net. It was in the boat before he even picked the net up.
And it's probably worth... Sorry, Paul, it's probably worth mentioning. What position were you in after the first day?
I was leading.
You were leading after the first day, righto. Cool.
I had about an 800-gram lead on the first day.
Excellent. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So you've got in there. Big T's had to have a bit of a tie-up. You're thrown back into where a bit of bank sort of obviously slid down. You land the fish. How big was it?
36 forker.
36 forker. Good way to start the day.
It was a good start. And then from there, we just kept plodding along this bank. And I said to him, mate, there's too much sun on this bank now. We'll go the other side. And we had to wait till someone peeled off. And they were only, I don't know what they were doing. They got nothing. We went along this bank, could not get a bite on the opposite side. So he said, where are you thinking? I said, well, look, there's a drop-off on a sandbank over there. I know if we can get a couple of casts along the edge, we might get one. We'll rise one at least. Sure enough, I get one to blow up and I miss it completely. I'm sitting there going, this is going to turn out bad because I'm going to miss a shitload of fish today. So you normally, frogs, they'll just swallow them. These things were the frogs were flying. They were hitting them that hard.
Wow.
Then T got one, which was great. I think it was a 31 forker. And then it just went quiet again. And he said, what do you want to do? I said, mate, you're the captain. You drive. I don't care, mate. We'll just keep fishing. It's all we can do.
Yep.
Up the Richmond we went. Pulled up on a bank. And I think I got one straight away up there on a frog. And I went, okay, that's helped. It was a 34 forker or something like that. I can't remember, guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
We kept going up. And I said, just slow down. It got really hot and we had a break. We said, man, this is too hot. It was getting really bad up there. There was no breeze. Pulled up on this, I'll call it a pile of shit floating in the water. And I said to him, just let me float the frog under this thing. And he goes, why? I said, just watch this. If it works, you'll get the shock of your life. So I worked the frog so it would float underneath it. And this thing I could see it start taking line. I went, he's got that. There's one under there. So I slowly started winding out. And T's at the back of the boat watching it with me. And all he said was, this fucking thing is 50 to the fork at a minimum. It's enormous.
Wow.
It had grabbed the leg and it's holding it. And I'm going, now what do I do? I can't set the hook. It's holding the leg.
It's just mouthing
So I
up.
opened the bail arm and let it back. And I watched it go, and just spat it out. And I went, oh, God, broke my heart. I was devastated then. And it was enormous.
Wow.
So we went up. He said, let's make a run. Let's go back up to Wilson again. The tide's up. I think I got another one straight away up to Wilson. I thought, okay, that's my 3 fish. Let's now just cast. He said, look, mate, you stay up the front now. He said, so about an hour and a half to go. He said, you sit up the front and just keep casting. I'll drive the electric. I had one blow up. I saw it come over a log and grab it. And we both saw it was like 40 plus forker. And I went, grab it and missed it. And I went, God, this is going to be the afternoon. I need a fish. And I thought, I've never looked at the app because I'm not into this app. I do not like it. It takes away the fun of the weighing. And, you get to the weigh. And I had a look for the first time. I thought, I've got 600 gram lead. Okay, it's all right. Kept fishing, coming back down. I said, just give me one shot under these 2 snags. I had 2 fishes. One just absolutely railed me. It was huge. And then I spat the dummy. I retied it on. It didn't break it off. It just threaded the lead under a coral tree. Threw it back up again. This next one was enormous. The blow up, the water come out from under the coral tree. It hit it that hard. It was gone. It lost a lot. It hit that hard. It just snapped it. And it's the only one I lost properly snapping on Gamma Leader. It just shredded me. So, yeah. And then we coming back down. It was right on 1 o'clock and we had a 1:15 time. And Tony said, guess what? And I said, oh, don't tell me. Someone's got a big one. He goes, come up and patted me on the back. He said, you've done it, son. That's your 3rd grand final. I went, you joking. I just sat there. It was pretty surreal moment.
So, just with that, what's it mean to have someone like Big T say, you know what, you keep going with it? Like for him to just sort of, you know what, it's quite a gentleman / nice thing to do, isn't it, for a non-boater?
Big T and I joke at each other all the time, but he is such a great bloke. Like what he did, and he kept me going because I had a couple of, and I normally, everybody has a frustrating moment and a fuck up.
Yeah.
But as he said to me, he said, man, slow down, take a breather, have a drink, calm down. And I listened and I did it. And as soon as I got back in the groove again, I was right.
Yeah. How good's that?
I'll go up there and win the Richmond again. And as I knew previously that no one's ever won 3 grand finals before.
Yeah. No, it's a feat in itself.
Yeah, and I've won 3 events on the Richmond, so that's 3 on the Richmond.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
It sort of points to that them sort of successes on that river and previous ones that it's sort of all aligned that you sort of you're in a position to do that from the get-go. And you said at the start of the show that you were quietly confident.
I was, mate. I always travel with Mike Dirty Nelson and Doodle Squeezer Everingham. Mate, there's two new ones. The three of us are pretty confident up there. We fished the QFF a month or so before.
Yeah.
And just did well in that.
Dixie and they won it. Mike and I finished fifth. But Mike and I dropped so many fish just doing stupid shit like we always do.
Yeah.
But we had a good time, and big bass up there. I got the big bass up there, and that was 1.3, and that was on a frog.
Yeah.
Dyer has kicked a goal with his kicker curly, the big frog.
Yeah, haven't they? What?
Oh man!
And using the bigger one as well.
Sorry, mate.
Using the bigger. There's two sizes, isn't there? You're using the bigger one.
I've given all the small frogs away.
I carry frog. And I was going to say that's something that I learnt at the Open. Like I love me surface and I love me smaller surface lures, so I'm a big fan of the small frog. But yeah, everyone had the big frog, and I was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" But those bass do not care. They will get that down their throat, no worries.
The other year at Grafton, I was throwing a 130 mil top water, and I was getting fish.
Yeah, well, I've been throwing the claptail around lately, and well, it's a fair sized lure, and they're not scared of it.
Mate, this is an evergreen. I got one when we went to the States for Carl's first Bassmaster. They gave us one.
Yeah,
mate, this is frightening on top water. And I went in the box and went, I forgot to put it in. I'm going, oh man, I left some things behind to take away. I packed the box, had it all ready, and going, yeah, that's it. And then I've thought, we'll get up there and I'm missing stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
I was just going to say, so you've come back to the boat ramp. Tony said you've done it. What sort of goes through your head at that stage? And do you it's not over until your name's called at the end, or because it's at base, you're feeling pretty confident?
I was confident because that all the boats were in. We were about the third last one to check in. It's all up to bed. We're idling along. Mike pulled up and Mike said to me straight away, we've got a joke between us, number one non-boater. He puts remember the movie Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
So he gave me the number one finger, and I went, yeah, bro, we got it again. And cool, like sitting there, Joey come up to me, gave me a hug, which was great.
Yeah.
Said, well done, bro. Got it. And I said, yeah, it's cool. From there, just got all the boats out because we've got to pull 3 boats out, all the boys, help them all out.
Yep.
And this is something ABT, and it's not having a go at anybody, but the non-boaters need to be able to help.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah.
And wait on the wharf where you get on the boat. No, try and meet your boater at the ramp, even if he's got to reverse the trailer down. Help. You can drive the car out and park it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
I think at the Open I did 8. I reversed and put away 8 boats just to help things flow, get everyone in the water, get everyone off the water.
In the grand final, I think it was 26 or 28 boats,
Mm-hmm.
mate. They were back to the corner where the servo was the other morning.
Yeah.
I think last time there was a grand final. I think last time there was a grand final there, I just ended up being boat boy, just bloody reversing everyone, parking their thing. Get out, get in your boat. I'll do it for you.
I did 4 boats each day. I did 4 each day, just trying to get it moving, but it's just ridiculous. So there's something some of the boaters need to learn to do. Help out.
Yeah.
Don't stand on the wharf and just wait for your rods and your lunch and your tackle box.
Yep.
See if you can help the boys out.
Yeah, look.
They're giving you a great day out on their boat.
Yeah.
Help them. And also, maybe sometimes offer them money for fuel. It doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and if they don't take it, slip a 20 or a 40 or a fucking pineapple in their glove box.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they get excited when they see it.
You know what, Paul? That's something that I've, I don't know, in this sort of day and age now, I'm sort of I never thought I'd say this as a boater, right? But I sort of, it's really nice to see that happen. Now, sometimes it does and doesn't, and everyone has their own little financial things and that going on, and that's okay. But what you say is 100% correct, and it's good to hear it from the non-boater side of things, where these are the things that makes a good non-boater, right?
Yeah, mate, it is. You got to, and what they've got to learn is respect their boat. Don't make sure your feet are clean when you get on the boat. Don't walk on with dirty feet.
Yeah,
mate. Those
if you're going on Mike Nelson's boat, put plastic bags on your feet before you get on the boat.
Buff your shoes before you get on the boat. Yeah,
I love him, but I'll never. I don't even take smokes on his boat. I know if I draw Mike, I'm like, fuck, there's no smoking all day. I'm like, but fuck, it's going to be worth it.
You got to put a prophylactic on your foot so it doesn't dirty it, each feet.
Full,
so it's kept clean.
One of those full disposable welding suits, COVID mask.
Yeah, that'd be better. Yeah, or a hazmat suit.
Yeah, if I get him next year, I'll dress right up for him.
Yeah, do it. I would.
Dear.
Scrape your ass.
Bo was. Oh shit! Whoa. Just scrape it on the back thing. Bo was here.
Mate, what did you end up receiving for your efforts coming Unura Numura?
Mate, it ended up so they said it's a big board with worked out. They said it's $5,000 worth of tackle, which I don't know. It's laying all over the floor in one of the lounge rooms at the house at the moment. I'm just cleaning it out. I'm going to Sydney this weekend, so my mate's now getting into bass fishing. So he's been doing it. Anything I win, I feed it to him now. Nice. I don't need any more shit. So I made this big bag up. It's probably $400 worth of lures for him now. I gave him a rod the other month when I won one. I just, it's trying to help the kids out to get into the sport is the biggest thing.
That's really.
If the sport's going to keep going, you have to attract people.
I was about to say, I think I gave half.
We need to work on that.
I think I gave over half of my prize pack away when I won the grand final. I was like, it's just too much. Here you go, kids, take it.
Yeah.
Am I up to about $15,000 in prizes now for 3 grand finals? So when the boys all come over for a beer or that, I say, look, go through and I've handed stuff out left, right, and centre.
Yeah,
I'm not going to use it all. Mate, I'm 60. What am I? 61 now. So it's sort of time. I'm there.
You could make a museum.
No thanks. Mate.
Just a wall of ABT trophies as you walk in.
Look, there's a few in there now. I think there's 7 or 8 in there now. So
yeah, nice collection. Nice.
The bass was really good. What we were saying, so coming down. The funniest part of the whole weekend was Joey came out on a beer on what night was it? The Tuesday night. He come to where we were staying at the casino.
Nice.
We all went out. Yeah, and he said, "I've got to call out and see us." I said, "Oh, right, cool, bro. I haven't seen you." He says, "I've got the trophy." I said, "Oh, right, okay." I didn't take any notice. And he come in, he chased me around the house first. He says, "This is the non-boater trophy. I'm going to get you to touch it." Keep that fucking thing away from me. We had dinner. We cooked dinner. I said to Ebo, "I'm not touching." He said, "You fucking soft cock. Pick it up." I said, "I'm not touching it. Just I don't want to know it." So he had to take it. And lo and behold, Nicole goes, "Where's the trophy?" I said, "It's in there, but I need it." I said, "Well, you'll have to wait." "Why didn't you bring it down?" I said, "I'm not touching it. It's an omen. I'm not touching the flaming thing."
So you never touched it?
After the event, no, never touched it.
Oh, yeah.
So as we got Ebo dragged down to the presentation, and I come down the hill and everybody's congratulating me, and I go, "Oh, there you go." I said, "Nicole, there you go, Nicole. I finally touched it now." He goes, "Oh, you won it." I said, "Yeah." So that was the only time I wouldn't go near it.
Yeah, yeah.
I sat in the boat. I didn't want to get near it.
I have to ask you.
Just an omen.
Yeah, it is. And look, you know, good on you for sticking to your guns because Joey's friggin' annoying at the best of times. So that's all right. So, but a question I've got to ask, and I don't know. I'm just going to go out there and say it. Like the guys on the mid-north coast, what makes fishing down there so strong and you know, getting national champions out of that area? What is the draw card there?
I don't know, mate. Well, I was a Sydney boy, so I moved up here. I'm up to Harrington, so I moved up 5 years ago. I was always going to move up here eventually. Mate, some of the best fishermen come from here. I don't know what it is. Like you've got Chris Hicks, who is a big catch fish in his own bathtub, freak of nature. He's the best I've ever seen. Russell Babbitt.
Yep.
Brian Ham won a bass cat.
Yep.
Genius. Great fish. Mike, you know, Mike is frightening when he's on his game.
When he's on his game with a jig in his hand.
He was on the last.
Scary.
Oh my God, mate, he is a machine. He is frightening on the jig. You got Phil Nix up here.
Yep.
Yep.
One of the best non-boater brim anglers ever.
Yep, Nixie, he goes
Phil
well.
Is a freak. Oh, Nixie's a freak, mate. He's so good. And we all fish together, like Mike, Ebbo, Phil and I. We travel together. You've got Chris DeLand.
Yep.
Great fisherman. Chris struggled up there. Brendan Page, who's now coming into it, from Taree.
I was about to say, he was...
two young blokes that
he was second placed in the Open, wasn't he?
No, that was Daniel Richardson.
Richardson,
that's his
first ever ABT, yeah.
That kid can fish. Like he'd be in his 20s, but he can fish. Hayden Wadsworth, another one.
Yep.
You know, he finished 6th, 7th. Hayden can fish.
Yeah.
Like Hayden's brim big time, but he's slowly getting into bass. Mate, credit to those two young fellas. They're the future of it. They were so good in what they did in the Open. Like I went up on the Saturday and I stayed at the house with Mike and Ebbo because we were having a tomahawk night. Big feed. Prawns and tomahawks. Great feed. Saturday night and beers. Lovely way to spend a Saturday. And those two boys, they were frightening.
Yeah, okay.
Like Richo especially, to get to second is a massive achievement. But I don't know what it is. We're lucky. We've got the Manning River, which goes up into the mountains here, and some of the best bass fishing you'll ever see. You can't take the big boats up. It's carry punts over rapids.
Yeah.
Mike will be cheering with his new boat then.
I told my punt to back to because, mate, I'm not doing it anymore. It's too hard. I did one trip this year right up the top.
Yeah.
And I was dead set flogged for days after it. It's torture.
Yeah. Look, I think we're sort of in this space too. Like we're very lucky like that where we are here too. There's a lot of canoeing for big river bass, and but it's interesting. One thing that sort of, you know, and I'm not, I'm probably a little bit geographically challenged here a bit, but I'll go into the brim space just for 1 second. I think you've got some of the most different terrains between, you know, Foster, Manning, and what's Port Macquarie? Hastings. And so many technical attributes that you can use or utilise to brim fish on them arenas. So close so close.
Yeah, Foster's like, for me to go to Foster for a fish is probably 50 minutes.
Yep.
From my place to the Manning, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Port Macquarie is 45 minutes. That's brim fishing, but I don't do a lot of it. Yeah, it's fun. The cicada bites on. It's great fun when the cicada, but they haven't come out as much this year. We've been right up at Telegraph Point, which is only over the Hastings River. The bridge up there over the Hastings. Mate, bass fishing, throwing frogs onto lily pads and watching the lily pads explode is insane fun.
Yeah.
But since the floods last year, it's changed a bit. It's been a tougher bite, but we went up the other day. We thought we were going to have a muck round up there. We weren't driving up. We'll just go and get our eye in and have a throw. Mate, we started our first 3 fish for 47 because we're going, yeah, okay. And then the bite went for 15 minutes. We got 6 fish, and that was it. We fished at 1 o'clock, never had a bite.
Yeah.
MC is going off its head at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, there's that many bass up there, and that's an hour's drive.
Yeah.
And it is insane bass fishing. You've got the diversity of, you can throw jigs, you can throw crankbaits, you can throw jerk baits, spinner baits, beetle spin. Any top water you want to throw, they eat it alive up there.
Yeah.
So that's why the boys are so good, because they can just go in a short distance and they're on a great river system where there's holding great fish.
And fish all different techniques for them, so they can hone in on a
How
few.
they're
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sorry?
I said so they can hone in on a few different techniques, which works out well when you come to different dams and rivers. You've got half an idea on a technique.
And then you've got Bulladoola, which is probably an hour 15 down the road. Bulladoola, you have some of the biggest bass ever. The average size was like 48 fork. That was an average fish down there.
Mate,
it's changed a bit now.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, mate, we're probably going to finish this up, but before we finish it up, is there anyone that you'd like to thank or give a shout out to over the last, the season of tournament fishing for yourself?
Oh, mate, there's a few people. Like, of course, my mates I travel with, Ebo and Mike Nelson, Chris DeLand, a.k.a. DeLand Live, Brendan Page, of course, Chris Hickson for all his advice over the years, Brett O'Hyde, who's a good mate of mine, Adrian Melchior, mate, you're a legend. Hide Up Lewis, they've looked after me a little bit with some gear. They've got some great stuff coming out.
How good's that tadpole look?
Fantastic bloke. And one bloke I will give a big shout out to, who always gives me a ring before I go to an event, like a big one, is Craig Simmons, Fat Cat. He said to me, Simo said to me the other week before I went up, he said, mate, how to fish at Richmond, go and do what you do. You can do it. And hearing that installed a lot of confidence in me again.
Yeah, we might get Simo on next year, actually, for a chat.
Sorry?
I said we might get Simo on next year for a chat. It'll be a good talk.
And thank everybody for their comments. I haven't done a post yet. I just shared the one ABT did. I'm trying to think what to write. I don't know what to put down. We're going to have a dinner next week. Mike, Ebo and I, we're going to call it the Night of Champions at Mike's house. So we'll do some funny video and a few photos with the trophies and do a pack of arseholes.
Nice. That's good. Look forward to that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we'll put some photos up, boys. Don't worry.
Excellent.
It'll be a bit of a laugh of the night. We'll all get pissed and kick heads.
All right. Well, before we finish, all good, mate. But before we finish, I'm going to ask you a quick fast three. Fast three questions. Favorite lure? Favorite lure? Kick a curly. Beautiful. Favorite place to fish?
Richmond River.
Yep. And if you could have a chook with anyone, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Alive.
No, like if you could have a beer with someone, they could be dead or alive. Who would it be?
Oh wow. Probably the boys that we all hang around with. The group I just said.
Yeah,
they're great blokes.
No, they are great bloke. All right, buddy. On that note, we're going to let you go and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And congratulations again on your three-peat grand final win. That is unbelievable. And I reckon you'll hold that record for a few years to come.
Thanks, man. And as I did say to Morgo, it wasn't in the interview, strangely, but I do say I get up in the morning and I piss excellence.
Mate, after winning 3 grand finals, you can say whatever the fuck you want. The triple champ does whatever the hell he wants.
And thank you, Barbie. Take care.
You too, brother. See you, mate.
Thanks, Paul.
Hey guys, take care.
Bye.
Look after yourselves. Have a good Christmas.
You too,
Cheers.
mate. Merry
Cheers.
Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.
Right there, Paul Mazaroli, eh?
He's a good fella to have a chat to and a great fella to have a fish with on the water.
Yeah, it's a testament to the group of guys that go fishing. Like to say that about who would you have a beer with dead alive. To say them guys
and go back to your boys,
and then they're going to go have a night together this week or next week. I think's true testament of a good friendship and
a special bunch of boys there looking after each other.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep. And the question that I asked about, why that river's, produces or that area produces a lot of good anglers. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's what it is. It maybe not be the ability or whatever. It's just
the connection, the camaraderie that they have together. That's probably a big factor of it.
And all them guys doing the right thing as well.
Yeah.
I think, yes, there's some tongue in cheek probably in some of them discussions, but look, ultimately at the end of the day, they know what the right thing and what the wrong thing is, and I think they push through and do that. So anyhow, that was a really good yarn.
Yeah, that was a banger.
Yeah. Anyhow, guys, we are going to finish up. Christmas time means Christmas on the shirts. $30 now. We've got a few left. Give us a yarn or drop us a line, 2pelicanspodcast@gmail.com if you're interested. We'll get them to you somehow. We might just actually grab a pelican, tie it onto them, and send them to your address. Don't know. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
I think, is there anything else that we need to bring up? Anything in the tournament scene other than the Barra boys are about to go head to tail with it over the next week or so? But
I reckon we'll leave that for
a
fortnight's time, and that'll probably be our last one where we will say.
We might try and squeeze one more.
Right. I'm here for a good time and a long time.
We might do a Christmas special somewhere. We'll get out of the dungeon here, and I know we might go on another tour. We might do a pop-up location or something in an establishment potentially. We'll see how we go.
Yeah. There'll be plenty of these.
Yeah, that's right. There'll be a few chooks there, don't you worry. So anyhow, you've been listening to the Two Pelicans podcast. I'm Mick.
I'm Bo.
And we are the Two Pelicans. Check out. Bye.